Hello everybody, back from lunch. Great sandwich, number 12 at Great Outdoors. Now you can go. Gonna head to the gym, get a little workout. Maybe feel better about myself for the weekend. At least these rain clouds have kept the temperature down. It was 88 degrees in Dallas yesterday. 72 now. Guess y'all saw on the news that the terrorist that started all the fires in the Tesla lot in Las Vegas has been captured, arrested. Hope they find out who he coordinated with or who paid him, if anybody did. A lot of speculation that those are planned and paid for attacks. Need to find out who the ultimate bad guys are, who's planning this kind of stuff. And while Elon is cleaning up the trash in Washington, I'm anxious to find out who the recipients of all this fraudulent money have been. I saw on the news last night Elon's talk on Brett Bayer's show that 40% of the calls Social Security gets are fraudsters trying to change the direct deposit of people's Social Security. Everybody's screaming that their mother's going to lose their Social Security. Nothing like that is happening. Unless they're illegal or not supposed to be getting it in the first place, but nobody that gets Social Security is losing it. The people reporting that stuff need to go to jail also. I hope they're able to get back that $2 billion that Stacey Abrams got in the days before Biden left. But I want to hear more names like that, where all these NGOs that are getting these billions and billions of dollars that are just passed through to other NGOs. I'm sure there'll be Republicans involved too, independents. But let's shine a big bright light on all of them. I guess because my truck is so dirty, still got bugs from the trip last weekend. Went to the car wash twice, but I've passed 3 car washes in the last mile. So with the microphone on, does that change the sound? Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Take advantage of the stoplight. Party's over. Comparison video now. See a lot of YouTubers just using their iPhones to get some incredible footage. New car wash coming soon. Talk about stopping.
Let our country be hurt very badly, but I didn't do that. But we had a very good talk, the Prime Minister and myself, and I think things are going to work out very well between Canada and the United States. Yeah, please go ahead.
Mr. President, how are the talks with India on tariff going on? And what is the expectation from India? How much do you want?
Well, as you know, Prime Minister Modi was here just recently, and we've always been very good friends. India is one of the highest tariffing nations in the world. You know that. I know. Thank you for shaking your head, but it's brutal. It's brutal. They're very smart, and he's a very smart man and a great friend of mine, actually. And we had very good talks. I think it's going to work out very well between India and our country. Very, very well. And I want to say you have a great Prime Minister.
There's been a very serious earthquake in Burma today with up to several hundred killed.
Yeah.
The military regime there has asked for help from anybody.
Yeah, we're going to be helping. We've already alerted the people. Yeah, it's terrible what's happened. It's helping. We've already spoken with the country. Okay, please.
Mr. President, yesterday you asked Representative Stefanik to stay in her seat. Can you explain your reason for that? And did it have anything to do with the tight polling in the Florida district that former Representative Walz held?
Well, I think we're doing, I think we had, as you know, we have a few elections going on. And she is phenomenal, number one. She is a friend of mine, and she was going to go to the United Nations. And I said, look, there's a lot of room for doing that or something else. But she's very popular in her district, and I didn't want to take a chance. I don't even know who else is running. I assume somebody else would have been running, but if she runs, she can't be, you never want to say can't be beaten, but I think can't be beaten. She's very, very well-liked and very smart. And I said, Lise, would you do me a favor? We cannot take a chance. We have a slim margin. We don't want to take any chances. We don't want to experiment. And she polls like I do. I won her district, as you know, by a lot of points. And she also does very well there. When it comes to Florida, you have two races, and they seem to be good. It's a Trump plus 32 area. The one thing is they're spending like $12 million, and our candidate doesn't have that kind of money, spending much less than that, like maybe 1/12, about $1 million, a little bit more than $1 million. So the airwaves are blanketed, and you never know what happens in a case like that. I won it by 32 points, and it's very strong. It used to be Democrat, but when I came along, they liked me for whatever reason. You'll have to explain that, but they liked me, and we're way up. But you don't know what happened. Second district, who seems to be in pretty good shape, but likewise, he's being outspent about 5-1. So we don't want to take any chances. So I went to Elise and I said, Elise, do you mind? A very highly rated person, you know, she was a real leader. And she will be again. I spoke with Mike Johnson. They're going to put her in a high leadership position. But will you mind staying in Congress? Because we don't want to take any chances. And it's as simple as that. It's basic politics. It's politics 101. She's very popular. She's going to win. And somebody else will probably win too, because we did very well there. I did very well there. But the word probably is no good. So I really appreciate her doing it. She's doing me a big favor when she does it, because she was all set to go to the United Nations, and she would have dealt with Putin and Zelensky and everybody else, and she would have been very effective. But we really don't want to take any chances, because it is tight.
Mr. President,
go ahead, please.
Thank you, sir. You and your team apprehended a top 3 leader in the violent gang MS-13 yesterday, just 30 minutes outside of Washington, D.C. What has made you and your team so effective in finding, locating, apprehending, and deporting these violent, illegal migrants?
I love this guy. I wish more people would ask questions like that, but thank you. That's very nice. I appreciate it. And they happen. All you're doing is being fair with when you ask a question in that way. Pam Bondi and Cash Patel and all of the rest of law enforcement. I think we have to include ICE and Border Patrol, you know, Paul of Border Patrol, the whole group from Border Patrol. They're so incredible, and it's, you know, dangerous stuff, hard stuff. And it's really an unforced error, because these people were allowed in.